This is episode 12
Yeah.
of the Just
Yes.
Screen podcast. Y'all can start it off today.
Oh. So today we're going to talk about our favorite moments in fighting games between all of us, and some hype moments that I feel like that we had. This most likely is this will be a dope episode, and we have to apologize for the other episode. It's cool. We had some technical difficulties and stuff, but today we should be able to alleviate all this, and let's just pray and hope everything will be straight this time.
Yeah, the episode is still coming.
Facts.
Yes.
We just gotta get everyone back together, and it'll be a dope episode, and y'all will enjoy it. So, but today, Palm, I want you to start off with your favorite moment of fighting games that you've done, or a moment you've seen all of us do that was fucking dope to you.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with myself. So, I can say for me was probably damn, and I wish Juice was here for this, but he wasn't. X was definitely here. We had to go to because Iron Fist Philly had like its finals in 2019. I think it was in either October or November. They had their finals, and this was like our locals finals. So in the midst of like me practicing like super hectically, like going to work, working a 9 to 5, coming home from work around 12, like because I would go to work from 3 to 11, get home at like 1 o'clock a.m. and then I would practice till maybe like 4 a.m., go to sleep, wake up at like 10, wake up at like 10, take a shower, get dressed, play and practice, and then leave at 12. I used to do that, leave at maybe 2 and 1 in the afternoon, sometimes 2. Like I'm about to be late, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna call an Uber because I'm trying to get better at Tekken. So at this time, we're heading up there. I don't know how good I'm gonna do. I'm a little nervous because it's like I always want to play my best. I don't want to do horrible. So when I feel like the first game that I played, I lost, but then I won my second and third, and I had to play somebody. So me playing the last person that I played, this was like the second time that I had a crowd behind me, and everybody wanted to see me win. And to me, it was a dope and surreal moment because it showed the hard work that I had going into it, because everybody there seen me grow from not really being good at Tekken to actually putting in that work and giving people that work. So it was just like having the whole crowd behind me, everybody seeing my potential, my potential, and the hard work paid off. And it just felt great because coming into Tekken, playing Tag 2 before Tekken 7 came out, I was like, yo, I'm not even, like, I gotta learn this game. Like, I got beat to oblivion in Tag 2 to the point where I fell asleep. That shit was crazy. So that gave me the drive to learn how to play Tekken, and that finals to me was so important, and it was a dope time because it was like everybody seen my full potential. X was like, yo, good shit. Everybody was like, damn, man, like you really improved a lot. That moment to me was dope, and it meant a lot because it just showed me that the hard work that I was putting in really paid off.
No, facts.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That was a dope ass moment. I remember that shit.
Yeah, that was the same moment where X was watching he was watching the Wu-Tang joint on Hulu, the TV show. I told X straight up, dude gonna come through and he gonna just be on some wild shit.
No, facts.
I'm just playing casuals before the tournament start. X like, yo, who ball? Like, why he just come through like that? I was like, I don't know. Like, that shit was wild.
All I remember is Bull like shooting at houses and shit. Yo, like, that fucking, I still ain't finished that shit, man. I'm mad, and I ain't got Hulu no more neither, dog. I was supposed to finish that shit. I ain't watch that second season. They making a third one too. I know we got all tangent, but they get a third season, yo.
Yeah.
That shit gonna be wild. But Juice, you got any moments that you felt were dope and it could be in tournament or either out of tournament or just like some shit you done that was fire?
Um. Well, I got a couple. I mean, I think one of the coolest moments is for me is when we went to defend the North and Palm was we fought the bull in Mortal Kombat. Cause the reason why I like that, I like everybody. Most people laugh at you because you lost or whatever. But I thought that moment was fire because like it kind of showed how good you was at the game just at that time. That
Yeah.
they didn't even know like without it's like but without them before the bias kicked in. It was like you know what I'm saying. They really was giving you your props. So like it really showed like you was
Yeah,
really good at the game. Was like saying like
yeah,
I know you felt like you did horrible, but no, like they kind of like was, in a lot of words the way how they gave it up to you before they realized they was giving it up to you. I thought that was dope. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
I thought that was
No
dope.
facts.
This man Juice was. I swear, yo, and I tell this story all the time, dog. Like, I was like, I did not know they was gonna put me on that stage. I thought because I thought top 36 was gonna get put on the stage or whatever. I didn't know how shit ran at major. So once they put me on that stage and then like that light is right there, like I'm used to the light now as far as because I stream, then sometimes I put like, the face cam on and I gotta use like the I gotta use the light. So to have that light shine on me, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm not even ready for this. Cause the whole 2 weeks, I didn't even practice because it was like I didn't care about MK11. I really wanted to compete in Tekken 7, but since MK11 was there, I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. So I felt like I was about to get bodied. Juice is all the way in the anime room, like 'cause I'm in the main room. Juice is in the anime room, and it take a good amount of time just to get to where I was at. So by the time I sat down, I checked my buttons and I look to my left, I see Juice. And he had this smile on his face like a fucking proud dad. I'm like, come on, man. I'm about to get bodied. And then the shorty that I bagged, she was right there. Like she was there with a smile on her face too. But damn, when I lost and I came back, she was gone, but Juice was right there or whatever. But watching the footage back, because X told me, like when he had called me, he was like, it's not as bad as you thought it was.
It really
Yeah.
wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
No, no. That Raven fight.
That
That shit was different. That nigga, dog, yo, that shit was bad. Yo, that shit was crazy, dog.
That shit, I couldn't do nothing. I'm glad that didn't get put on the stage.
Yeah, no, real cat, like real rat. That was the one. Like,
It was that bad, yo.
It was bad. Yo, he beat that nigga in like 5 seconds. Like it was. Like that shit was fast as shit. Like it was literally as fast as how the bull beat me in the under night shit. That shit was that fast. Like it was that fast.
Yo, the under night shit.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna keep talking about that shit. Listen, I got eliminated in that tournament in the span of 5 minutes. Like I completely eliminated. Like that shit was crazy, man.
It happened to all of us. I know.
But Juice didn't know what he was getting into because Juice never watched
the under night
tournament, so he didn't know what he was getting into. I was trying to prepare him, like, yo, well, I understand Juice is a warrior like me, so Juice like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna compete. I'm like, all right.
So I ain't gonna listen. I learned my bread and butter because of that. That yo,
yeah.
that girl in the air, that nigga hit me with that shit. That's why I learned that shit from. That girl in the air, and then you cancel to the grab, and then you just like a mix up. Yeah, that nigga hit me with that shit. Because that is, man. That turn was all I needed, but damn, that shit was crazy, dog. That shit was crazy, dog.
Yeah,
I never been eliminated so fast in a tournament in my life.
Listen,
that shit was crazy, man. Like I did, and it's wild because I felt like I did good enough in the Third Strike tournament. I could say that, like, I'm not gonna lie, like that shit definitely had killers. And watching that documentary, knowing that we was there, not knowing that it was really a lot of all the killers in America, basically. at that tournament. I didn't know. And then I could say the fucked up thing about the whole thing is that top 6 already qualified through like
Damn.
they already qualified, so they didn't have to play. So a span of 100 and something people going to compete for 2 spots.
Wow.
For two spots. It's two. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know. Like, because like watching the documentary, they said, oh, people already qualified in this, that, and the third. So not top 8, my fault, top 16. So it's just like us, like it's like 14th and the 15th spot is like the whole 100 and something people are literally trying to make it to that 15th and 16th spot. And I'm like, damn.
And the spot that they was fighting for, was it for the Jazzy circuit?
Yeah, because you could
Okay.
qualify in the Jazzy circuit if as long as you play at other places that run the Jazzy circuit. So some people already had enough points to the point where they didn't have to play until top 16.
So that was like, it's like the Capcom Cup then.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. So it's just like you can earn your own points and shit like that. So it's dope. I was like, yo, I didn't even know it was a lot of people in there. Everybody was nice, like everybody was nice, and then on top of that, the age range was dope because it wasn't just people that was older, it was people that was younger than it was a lot of people. Some people were younger, some people were older. Like it was a
Yeah.
good mixture. That's why I always say with older fighting games, you don't have to be older to understand it. That has like a good mixture between young and old because younger people, that's why I feel like my fault. That's why I feel like they don't have to dumb the games down because you have people that's way younger than me learning how to play Third Strike. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, but that Defender North to me was a moment within itself. 2019 was like a dope ass moment within itself. But yeah, Juice, you don't got any personal moments that you felt like you had that was like, yo, this was a moment for me.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Damn.
really. I don't really feel like I've done nothing that like I've done stuff that. All right, let me answer this correctly. Yes, but no. Yes to your question. Yes, but no in the sense of I haven't done anything. I personally, for myself, I don't think I've done nothing that stuck with me in a way where like I'll never forget it. Like I don't feel like I just personally don't feel like I've accomplished nothing on that level yet for myself. I don't know.
Well, fuck that. Besides you beating on women, it's like, no, I'm playing. Like, you don't have to do that. But I remember this one specific time, and I say this shit all the fucking time. When we went to the comic book store, right?
Mm.
And it was Street Fighter Alpha 3 in there. Me and Juice at first, we was just playing each other. And we just playing each other because we really like the game. It is what it is. And then somebody came through, and then he hit Juice with the, I don't really play this like this type of shit, right? When I tell you, when Juice, like he first dude lost, he was like, yeah, well, Zangief really my character. He beat Juice, and then Juice turned it up on him and beat that nigga, dog. I was like, yo, that to me was like a dope ass moment because I got to see like you, like my homie always say like, yo, like certain people just got that dog in them. You know what I'm saying? That was when I seen like the dog come out of Juice, where it was just like he adapted and he completely like annihilated the situation. And it was dope to see somebody rise to the occasion in that way. And it inspired me to get better at fighting games. You know what I'm saying? Little moments like that, because that's not even a small moment. That's a big moment in my eyes because it inspired me to work harder and inspire me to adapt and inspire me to get into fighting games because it was like a glow that he had on him. Like it was like he was in a zone. And when you see somebody in a zone like that, that shit was amazing. Like he completely adapted. And I was just like, damn, like that was one time where it was like, yo, this man really, that was another time where he like was like one with Ryu. It was like Ryu was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
No, all right, you know what? Let's just put it like that. Now I'm thinking about it. I do have, I guess, a moment. No, I'm lying. I do have one moment that sits with my soul to this day, but it's for different reasons. Like, all right, so I told this story before about like my homie, me and my cousin, me and my cousin, both group, we was playing my Ultimate Marvel 3, and you know he
Yeah.
had the team. The team, I think, team was like it was Wesker, Hawk, and Taskmaster, some shit like that.
Oh,
And
God.
it fucked me like he kind of like fucked me over because my team was Ryu, Wesker, and X-23. So, and I don't like playing with like the same team with my friends and shit. So I always like go out my way to pick somebody different, even if that required me learning a different character, just so we all have some type of variety. You know what I'm saying? Just to
Yeah,
spite, just to bring, we all bring something different. You know that way I can like want to learn some shit from you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we playing the same character, so like we know the same shit already.
yeah.
But I he we started it got to a point where we couldn't beat the team because we had to figure out beat the team, but like it pushed me, and I feel like that was like the one of them baby step games where it's like we started learning how to like really play the game. Like we was learning OTGs. Like it was like we was really learning OTGs. Like we had teams. We was literally just going through the cache trying to figure out how OTGs function as a whole so we could incorporate it into our like play styles. So it's like we was really just trying to elevate our game, like. And then he went and sold the game and shit, and it was like, damn, like we did that shit because we finally was starting to like meet you and shit. That was corny, but it was just like that. It's like it sits with me because it was like we was really like we really used to laugh that game. I like we really was laughing that game just to beat that nigga, yo, just for the sell the game, like that shit. But it's just funny because like we really was laughing the game, like so it made me just wonder like if he didn't do that. And like, if he didn't do that, and my 360 didn't crap out on me the way it did, and certain things didn't happen, like we still would have been playing 4 and Ultimate 3 the way it was, and like where we be now, like, at least in those games.
I
Cause
feel
like
you.
cause I feel like I stopped playing those games when I was at the apex of really starting to truly understanding. Like now, I probably go back and figure shit out nothing, but like
Mm.
at that time, like I was at the apex of like truthfully like understanding the game to be like, okay, it's starting to click now, and now I can start doing shit. Like I was getting there with it, like I was learning how to do the FADC shit in 4, but I didn't still understand it shit. So like I was like, it was weird. I don't
I
know.
know what you mean. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
And for me, Juice, my favorite moment I've seen of you was I think it was when you were streaming Tekken, and you was fighting against this one bull, and he had you down by 2, and you came back and swept him. Like I ain't never see Yazayu move on some craziness, dog. Like it went to a point where it felt like he had your number, and then all of a sudden he was just like, nah. Hit him with the infiltration, the download complete.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
he stopped everything. He was just duck AOP. I'm like, yo, and he got 2 perfects and got the joint bounced them wall to wall. I was just like, yeah, boy.
Yeah, I be trying to play like that all the time. It's like it's weird. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes I can tap into it.
Mm.
It's weird. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm getting better with like with getting more into the flow of doing something like that. But it's like it's hard. Like sometimes it's like and when I'm in high pressure situations, I'm able to just go into it and stay in it and be in it and know
Mm.
I'm in it. But then there's times where I gotta be in it in a way where I can't let myself know I'm in it. And then
Mm.
it's like it fucked up. Like I don't know. My focus is weird, man. It's weird.
Trust.
Nah, facts. I understand. It
I
be like that.
understand. It be
It
the
really do.
zone. It be the zone that you in. I wish I could tap into that zone all the time, but it only happens in certain like moments. With
Yeah.
me, like it really only happens in certain moments. I wish I could do that shit all the time, but I don't know how to tap
No,
into it.
there's a me. Listen, I'm being real with you, bro. Me and Mike, we perfected. I ain't gonna lie. We used to practice how to do this shit. It's you have to when you. This is how you tap into the zone. You have to mentally remember what it feels like when you're in it. So that way you will feel it coming and you'll
Yep.
embrace it. Like you just embrace it. Like that's the best way I
No,
can
I
explain
mean I have. The only time that I fell out of it, the only time I fell out of it, Juice was there, was when we was at an open mic and I was doing good until a dude started recording me, and I
Oh
was like, "Oh
yeah,
shit!"
you got it. Okay,
You know?
wait, wait.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
we was there. Like I was in my zone. Like I ain't never. That was the first time I felt that. I was like, "Wow!" Like I never felt that shit before. It was different. It was just like I don't like. It's hard to explain. It's just like you're not even thinking. You're just in it, and you know that you're in it. You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
your body. It's weird because your mind will be like, I should kick him. But you can kick him. It's like, oh shit, I can't
Yeah.
do what I'm saying. Yeah, it should be wild. Like it's be
Yeah.
wild. Like it's a kick.
Yeah, so to
Mhm.
me, it's like that zone, like I said, it happens randomly. It doesn't happen when I need it. It happens sometimes when I need it to happen, but never when I need it to happen. It always happens within like a casual match.
Yeah,
It never happens when
it's
I'm
important.
when I'm
I
in
feel
like a
you.
tournament. But I mean casual to me, I don't even like saying casual match. I'll just say like regular just playing people because I hate using the word casual match because we're not casually playing. We've been
Facts.
playing this game for a minute. We're not casually playing. No, like I'm sorry. I just hate that shit, yo. I hate that shit, yo. Like, look, and they got me saying the shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah, it's just like nah. Like I'd rather say we were playing each other. It wasn't a set, but it was technically a set because I
Yeah.
don't stop until I feel like I want to stop. Sometimes somebody got to tell me to stop. I just be wanting to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that zone shit is different.
It's a dope place.
Yeah.
I feel like staying there is scary though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just feel like that place is a scary place after a while. Is because at one point it's gonna be hard to turn that shit off, bro. Like that's the one part I fear about that. It's
I
not
just
being
feel
able
like
to
it's
turn.
like, I feel like it is. Even though my fault, even though it doesn't feel like a lot of brain power,
Mm,
when you done,
that's what I mean.
that shit is exhausting.
So I just feel like staying like that all the time when I'm playing that shit is going to make me exhausted of playing them.
Yeah,
And it's going. And I don't want that to happen. Like I wouldn't mind being like just tapping it when I need it to,
yeah,
but I don't want it to be like that all the time because then it's like I can't turn it off. You know what I mean? And it's gonna make me feel like I have to play this like this every time I play this. I just can't play this not for fun. You know what I mean? Like, and then I don't want to get stuck in that mode of thinking that way. Like, oh yeah, I can't play this for fun. I got to be serious all the time.
yeah.
So it's like, but
Like,
no, you good? No, I didn't. But it's cool.
Yeah.
And like it's like I feel like that's what it is. Like I think it's that moment. Like I don't mind staying in the zone, but I just wanted to be like on certain aspects.
all right, so
I
let me
feel
tell you
like,
something. Fuck it. Sometimes people gonna get hurt. Look what Reed did. He put a scar on Sagat's chest. He didn't mean to do that shit, but look what he did for Sagat. It made him look
That's
good.
He
true.
said, "Fuck it."
No, like, cause this is how I feel, and
Mhm.
maybe it's because we talk about fire, but it's like this. It's like I don't. If I turn it on, it's on. It's on. Fuck it.
Mhm.
Like fuck how people feel. We're gonna fucking feel it. It's just sometimes when you do that,
Mhm.
you get the real. You get the real out of people. I felt like when you do that, you bring out the best in people. Like, and I feel like that's why sometimes people beat me and people feel like how to beat me is because in a way, I pushed you to your
Mm.
limits and I made you go as hard as I was going. And you did some shit that you was capable of.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's why I enjoy playing people that's better than me, and that's why I tell people to destroy me and don't hold back. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know that I'm improving, and I want to force myself, or not even force myself. Yeah, I guess like force myself to adapt
Mm.
and to figure shit out. And if I don't got no answer, and I really feel like I can't get nowhere,
Mm.
then I'll stop. But even then, I don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just feel like you either gonna bring the best out of people or you gonna piss people off. That's just what it is, and that's not your fault. But I do want, yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not. But at the same time, I understand where he's coming from because I don't. That's the thing. I don't want to bring up this moment because I don't know if X had this for me,
Wow.
but when we was playing Marvel, when we was playing Marvel 2
Mm.
at we was playing Marvel 2 at round 1.
Yeah.
That's when I felt the exhaustion, but after I got off of it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but I was in that zone. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? After a while I tapped into it and I wasn't even thinking anymore. But right after, like, X literally, if X would have never got off, I would have never
We would
stopped.
never stop.
We would have never stopped. And then it was like, And he was like, "Yo, you trying to get some?" He was like, I was like, "All right, cool." But when I got home, I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
I
Nah.
but and you know what? I was so exhausted, and then I had to play somebody in Tekken that just kept talking shit,
Yeah.
and then I destroyed them. Juice was like, "Sometimes you gotta do that to people." I was like, I didn't even want to play because I was so fucking exhausted. I was like, "Bro, you don't understand." Me and X had this intense set and Marvel 2. Like, and I was in my zone. I come home, I'm exhausted. That's a lot of fucking brain power. It's a lot.
Yeah.
That shit is exhausting. So I understand hopping into that zone can be very exhausting because I've been there.
It's like that moment was fun as shit.
Yeah.
But as mine's is backwards. I don't get tired. I get hungry. It's like the Goku.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you want to get something to eat? Yeah, I'm hungry as shit. Like it was just like I realized like when I was doing all that shit, I was like, I didn't eat all day. Mine is gone. This nigga's playing serious. Like now I gotta play serious. I'm like, all right, we gonna keep going. And I just start thinking like my brain just running. I'm like, all right, I gotta stop thinking. And I just stopped thinking after a while, and that shit's like, I was like, oh shit. It's like I'm about to start. Like I'm hungry as shit. I was like, we going to end
I
this.
don't really get exhausted. I can
Mhm.
do for hours. I just, for me, it's more or less telling myself, you know, it's me listening to my inner self saying, okay, you had enough. It's done.
Nah, I feel you.
It's like with me, it's like running on the treadmill, right? It's
Mm.
like I can be tired on the treadmill and I don't exactly feel it, but the moment I slow down, I start to feel everything. Like fuck, I'm tired as shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for me. If I'm in the zone and I'm playing, I don't feel tired at all until we stop, and then I'm like, shit, I'm tired as shit. Because I didn't feel it. I didn't like. While we was playing, I didn't initially feel it until we stopped, and then when I went home, I'm like, yo, I don't even feel like playing this nigga in Tekken, but he's talking so much shit. I'm like, you know what? And I told him, I'm not about to give you a round of nothing. Like, you talked all this dumbass shit. Like, niggas is like, then this was my first was streaming. And everybody like, streaming. I'm like, no, I'm not about to do that to him.
Yeah.
And then I cooked him. And then after I cooked him, he was like, you know what? You not even, you right. You didn't give me a round. You know what? I'm going to get your cousin. I'm going to get my cousin. He didn't get nobody. And after that, he was quiet. I forgot who homie that was. He was like, yo, why Melo quiet? And I said it straight up. That's because he thinking about them 10 losses that he took. And I don't normally get that. I don't normally get like that savage wise. But if you bring that shit to me, I'm going to bring that shit back to you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I didn't even feel like doing it. I was tired as fuck. I didn't want to play. I'm like, y'all don't understand. I was in the zone for a long ass time. I'm just trying to come home and relax and talking to party. Like I didn't want to deal with that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying. That's definitely a good example.
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucking wild. But I think my favorite moment also it would be the first time we all went to not barcade, the bar fight, John.
Yeah.
Yo, even though it was just the fact of us being there, that's really what it was.
Yeah.
It ain't even about whatever the fuck we played because Juice was going ham on Smash Brothers. So
Yeah.
that's everybody else. Our first tournament together, like the whole situation, like that's when we was playing Street Fighter 5. But
Yeah.
you know, and it was just like I think was we playing Tekken? Was Tekken there too?
No, Tekken wasn't there. Tekken didn't come out.
Tekken wasn't out yet.
No.
Damn.
KOF 14 was out.
He was
around
out.
time.
Yeah.
Out.
We was still training to the other
No. Tekken 7 didn't come out yet.
Out
That
yet.
was in 2016. Tekken 7 didn't come out until 2017.
17. Damn.
Yeah. So that was like October. That was maybe like September, October.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, 2016.
Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, damn, yo.
Yeah,
But-
that's a good amount of time. Yeah.
But the best moment that did come from that was the boy telling Palm to learn DP.
He was
made
like,
it funny. That's
yeah.
why. Like, but the whole experience of the entire thing was the dopest part, though, because it was just like it was our first tournament, our first like experience, and like going into the shit, and it was mad dope. Like Juice was going ham and Smash, like that. Because I remember him talking about Smash, but I never seen him play it. So until I actually seen him play that shit, yeah, like they had a whole round robin, and we just going ham on that shit. Like people was playing Pokken. it was just like a lot of shit to intake. Like that whole experience was just
Yeah.
it was that, like, you know what I mean? So it was just like, yo, like I've seen different games being played, and I think like it was just dope to see that, like everybody in one room just playing shit that they like.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that whole experience. I'll just say that whole first bar fight tournament joint was fire. Like,
Yeah. That was damn, that shit was fun, man. That's why it's like I like shit like that. Like
yeah.
it don't matter. Like I didn't been at a major. I get the same feeling that I get at every tournament, but every time I go to like bar fights or even going to like the Red Bull qualifiers, to me those are the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it just feels so grassroots. It just feels like home. Feel like that's where I belong. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I understand why that would be like your best shit, because I enjoy myself there. After that, I ain't gonna lie, I've been fighting that. I've been trying to chase that same high ever since. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Because that's why I be like, yo, we gotta go to tournament. Like, yo, you try to go, It don't matter. If you don't got the bread, I got you. Like, that's just that's how it was. Cause like I just enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. Like, to me, it's like going to a dope ass concert or going to a fucking, or going to like a dope ass open mic or whatever. I feel the same. It's just like the diversity, like it just feels at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I understand that shit is wild. But I will say this: my favorite moment from X. Oh my gosh, dog! It was the time me and Kuda decided to go on Fightcade and play X-Men versus Street Fighter. Right?
Oh my god.
We couldn't beat this one dude, so it was kind of like getting your big brother. Even though X is younger than me, like it was like kind of getting your big brother and shit. So dude was just doing all this crazy shit to us at X-Men versus Street Fighter, destroying me and Kuda. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to go get X. Kuda like, yo, we about to go get X. So we called X. X went to go play, dude. Mind you, X is beating this nigga. That's why X say, like, you can learn the crazy shit, but a nigga can beat you with fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
X was beating his ass with fundamentals. And I was like, damn. I just kept saying this, like, X is playing Nash Fighter 5 right now. he playing Nash Fighter 5. He's beating dude. I was like, damn. And I was just like, damn, that was a dope ass moment. But at the same time, I can understand why some people don't like being that person that people call, because it's just like it becomes annoying. It's just like, because now I'm starting to be that, and that's getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm like, it's like, oh no, I know somebody to play Tekken. Oh, I know somebody to play Third Strike. I'm like, I'm tired of being this person.
Yeah, that's why I don't do that shit.
Yeah, it's like I'm tired of being this person. But yeah, that was a moment, because it was dope. Because he knew how to do all this extra shit. But X was just beating them with fundamentals, and this shit was just dope. It was amazing to see. I was like, damn, X really adapted. I couldn't beat dude for shit. Kuda couldn't beat him or whatever. X came through for the. It's like X came through for the squad. It was like, all right, cool.
The vice versa of that was when we was playing TVC. That's the same shit. The fundamentals, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want, dude. I wanted to do the extraness, but I had to like. I had to like trim it down because I couldn't do the extraness at the time. So I said, fuck it. Like, it is what it is.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
All right, I got two questions.
What's up?
But the first one is funny, but it's only funny because I understood, like he understood, and I understood. It was crazy. Like, all right, so remember we was playing Street Fighter 5, and we were like, all right, fuck it, we like, we're gonna play this shit, we're gonna learn, and then we gonna go on live. We gonna bust that ass, and we all play it, and we all jump.
I ain't gonna lie, that was collusion. I
understood. It was like, because it was like, all right, get it. I want to like, if we could play this shit, because it was like one of the moments.
Yeah.
That was OD. That shit was very funny though.
That shit was wild. We was like, I ain't gonna lie, I played Street Fighter 5 for like 2-3 weeks nonstop. Like, and I'm just like, it is what it is. And it was wild because I didn't even beat him with Ken. I beat the nigga with Vega. So I was just like, I was just practicing with Vega. And everybody knowing every single fucking Street Fighter game, I hate Vega. Street Fighter 5 is the only Vega I like to play with. Like, that's wild. Like, so I was like, damn, like, cause I like how Vega functions in that game. He just feels free. He just feels like I can put shit together. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to express myself. So the way how they like he doesn't stand awkward, because I always felt like Vega was like a stiff character. Every time I seen him play, it's just like he looks so stiff to me. Like, why do niggas play with this stiff ass character? I'm like, man, this character's so stiff and stupid. I'm just like, y'all like this character? I'm like, what's so like but Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5.
Shit.
No, don't say he's Gambit.
Yes, he is. He got that jump drawn, dog. It's the same.
That nigga not Gambit. That nigga stiff.
Bro.
Gambit
He
is
a
cool.
ninja.
That nigga
He a
stiff.
ninja. It's the same. He got the jump drawn like him.
I fucking hate, man. Listen,
Come on now. He got the jump drawn like him.
he do, but he's not Gambit. That nigga stiff, man. But Street Fighter 5, he doesn't feel stiff. Like, he doesn't look stiff. He look kind of, I ain't gonna lie, he look kind of smooth in Street Fighter 5. The way that I could string certain shit together, string lights into certain shit, I'm like, all right, cool. Vega ain't bad. You know, they made the characters that usually stiff, unstiff. Like, because before I thought Guy was like stiff as fuck, but in Street Fighter 5, he doesn't feel stiff at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but Ryu's different because some games Ryu feels stiff and some games he doesn't. I don't know why is that. Like in Third Strike, he kind of feels stiff, but I'm used to playing with him. But so he's not stiff at all. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4, he doesn't feel
bro.
Street
He's
Fighter
still
4,
stiff.
he doesn't feel stiff to me in Street
He's
Fighter 4.
still stiff, bro.
And in Alpha, he doesn't feel stiff at all either. Like certain games, Street Fighter 2.
No. Certain games he's looser than others, but like he's stiff.
Yeah. I get what you're saying though, but like
certain games he doesn't feel stiff. But certain games he does to me. But yeah, that shit was collusion though. We really let Juice tell the story on how everything went down.
It was just I'm saying you let away the best you are you nice, but like you get it, but I'm saying but this is taste.
Yeah.
But no, but in part one, that martial masters, man, you a hand, you figure out the case pretty fast. That's what it is.
Martial Masters, what was that?
Yeah, it was the night that I think you fell asleep that night. We was supposed to all play it.
Yeah.
And then me and Juice ended up playing it afterwards. And we was playing Martial Masters. This is a genre where they it's all like Kung Fu, like Tiger Crane and all that. And you pick one of those. They don't got like no name, it's just the styles or whatever.
Yeah.
And we was playing it. And I think I ended up playing with the Tiger Ball. And it started to click. It's like Third Strike. It played like Third Strike, but it's like Guilty Gear-esque. Like in the way you do combos and stuff. But it's still a 6-button fighter. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's a dope game, bro. But we was going back and forth with that genre for a while. That shit was OD, dog. It's a dope game.
You said busting my ass with the fucking Tiger. That nigga is that shit was tough though. You know, like I mean, he was so good at that nigga.
He could OTG off of shit. Like everybody can, but it's just like you gotta like kind of figure it out. But I felt like his genre was easier to link shit into. So it was like once I started understanding how the mechanics work, it was like, all right, it's literally a Third Strike Marvel game. Like that's the best way I can put it. Like, that's literally what it is. Look like Third Strike, but you got mechanics like Marvel. Like it's OD as fuck. Like you can connect your EXs into your specials. It's literally KOF. Like no shit. It's literally KOF. That's the best.
I definitely got a story about Juice, dog. No, I remember this shit, bro. This happened in the beginning of the pandemic, dog. And I felt like it hurt me because I was getting cooked in X-Men versus Street Fighter. This nigga was cooking me, bro, with Ken and Ryu in X-Men versus Street Fighter. I was hurt because I was trying. I was really trying. Try it. And then when Juice get in this mode, he just start putting shit together. That felt like shit at work. And then Ken was just so OD, he was like, it's cool, bro. Like, it's like he could feel like, damn, like, he could feel that I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck am I doing wrong? Like, He just said straight up. I didn't even say that. He said, "Bro, it's cool. Just Ken in this game is just OD." I was getting cooked. Oh my! This was wild. I was like, damn. But it made me proud of him. But the wildest shit that he did. This nigga caught me with an air grab. Ryu threw me backwards and then supered. It all connected. I was like, wow, this game is broken. I liked it, but I'm like, yo. And then to make it worse, he won. This shit said KO after that. I said, yo.
Damn.
This nigga nice.
That air grab is super. That's not the first time I did it, bro. That shit is. I like that.
I did not expect that shit. To be honest, I did not expect that shit to work, and I was just like, wow, like, and then it just showed me the knowledge that he gained from that game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to play that game again because once I went through, like, that was one of the games where I was like, yes, a lot. I'm gonna have to prepare myself to play this game again. You know what I'm saying? Because it, like, I remember I was talking to X early on when I started playing fighting games. I was like, well, Marvel 1 X-Men versus Street Fighter and Street Fighter, what was it? Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Oh, they all the same game. He was like, no, they're not. And then when I played somebody that could really play X-Men versus Street Fighter, I realized, no, it's not the same game at all. This shit is different. Each game is different from each other. But that shit though, and it's Wolverine in that, well, Wolverine up until Marvel 2 is kind of busted. Yeah, Marvel. I mean, Marvel 3 he's still busted, but yeah, Marvel 3 he's still busted, but he's not, like, he's controllable. Like, and
that's what she shit.
Yeah, like, he's controllable, and in every other game that nigga's not controllable. Marvel 2 he kind of sucks.
He's trash in Marvel 2.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but in every other game besides that, like, the nigga's just different. Like, it's like push blocking is not even a thing with him. You push block, he's right there still. It doesn't do shit. I'm like, yo, why is he still next to me? I just push block. But
yep.
That's where the fun begins. That's when the fun stops for me. Like, I'm like, damn, man. But yeah, that was definitely a moment. Like, I don't even know if you just felt that, but felt how I was feeling, because I was just like, damn.
Nah,
man,
I did. I was trying to say, like, nah, because I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was down. I did the Tatsumaki DP in the corner. I was like, yo,
he was laughing.
It was like Tatsumaki DP Super or some shit like that. I was like, yeah, man, this nigga kidding me.
He said,
this is why I don't play with kids.
He said, bro, it's cool. Ken is OD again. And I didn't want to admit it. Like, my pride was just like, I'm not about to admit that this character's OD. I'm going to try to beat this character. Then I just felt like it was like, nah, like, I'm just going to have to admit it. Fuck it. I didn't want to. I was mad. Like, I had to. It was what it was. But that day was wild. I was like, damn, man. I was like, yo, like, why the fuck is Wolverine? I know Wolverine is fast, but damn, man, it's like that man is lightning speed. Like, just different. I'm just like, yo, and then I'm trying to play with, like the first team I tried to play with, I had to be like, nah. Like, I tried to play with, like, Gambit and Rogue. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work. I'm about to just pick Cyclops. Fuck it. Or whatever. But Cyclops, that's probably the only game I play Cyclops in. I'm not gonna play Cyclops in any other game. That and Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Because I don't really have a team in that game. So I gotta play with Cyclops and Captain America or some shit like that.
Yep. Team America, baby.
I'm going to have to play with a team like that because I don't got a character in that game. I don't have a team in that game or Captain or Cyclops and Akuma.
Yeah, Akuma. Oh man, my favorite moment though for Palm was what fucking game was it? It was one of the Marvel games. What game was it? Damn. Was it Marvel Superhero? No. It was when you was busting my ass in Nitro Plus, not Marvel. It was Nitro Plus. Yo,
I don't even remember that shit.
no, it's the samurai chick. The chick that I won't admit. So it's this character. It's this character on this Nitro Plus blaster joint, right? And I kept saying this chick with this sword is trash, yo. I'm like, nah, bro, she trash. And Palm's like, nah, she nice, yo. So he picked her, right? I'm like, Palm, she not that dope. This nigga was fucking me up with this character. I was like, nah, dog, nah, bro. So I'm like, he like, nah, pick her. So I'm like, all right, I go pick her, doing all this wild shit, doing all this thing. You teach me how to do this shit, right? And I looked at him. I told him straight up, it was like, she's still whack. He was like, nah, bro, you gotta admit it. I'm like, nah. I'm like, I'm not giving you this else.
The way how he feel about it's funny though. The way how, because I started to understand the way how he feel about that character is how I feel about the BR now. Because the BR is good, but I don't want to admit that shit. Like that shit still whack to me. That BR still whack to me. Like even though I'm understanding how to use it, that shit still whack to me, yo. Fuck that.
That shit had me dying, yo. You know she nice. I'm like, she not Palm. She trash. He's like, you don't want to admit it. I'm like, I'm not going to. She whack. Yeah.
He started doing all this dope shit with her, just freestyling, and he still didn't want to admit that she was dope.
No,
I tried every method for him to admit it. Tried beating him with the character, showing him, and he started freestyling. He did not. I'm just like, damn, man. All right, he just.
I got one like that. My favorite one from you was when we used to take fighters is to kill me with the fucking tea and John. Like, oh yeah, I can do that shit.
Yo, he got the video, bro. That shit was funny as shit. He kept trying to catch me with that shit. And I kept saying the same shit. Kept trying to chow to me. I was like, okay, only I could do that shit. He tried to do it again. I was like, no, only I could do that shit. And then I ended the game, and I was like, I told you, only I could do that shit. Nah, but yo, we got in that game. We got moments. Juice fucking hated this nigga, dog. I feel like him catching me with the self-destruct shit is like revenge for me getting him all the times I got him with the Raging Demon. Like, so every time I was like, yo, every time, because it'd be like I be trying to rush in because like I love to rush in. Then here he comes self-destruct and grab me. I'm like, come on, yo. And then it's always at the end. It's always at the end. It's always at the end of the game. He always catch me with that shit. I'm like, man, come on, man, with the self-destruct shit.
That his Android 16 though, that shit, man. That fucking character is OD, bro. The shit you be doing with that character, man, be wild for real.
And I tried it. I tried to figure out how to jump. I'm like, the timing is weird as shit. I'm like, you got it. I don't want to try it. No, ain't no you just. I don't want to try that shit.
I'm just mad I didn't know how to play with him when he was broken. Like, I'd have really been on some shit because, like, before the way they nerfed him now was you had to use each of the command characters for the combo string. Like, or you can't, like, if you do another one, it's just not going to connect. Like, you got to do each one and then we got to reset the combo in order to get the command characters up. That's why I always did do it. I always do too. And then I got to take them down to the ground because I got to hit the ground. Like, my feet got to touch the ground. But before the nerf, you could just do that shit. So you just, it's just imagine, just like, so every time I bring you up, I could just bring you down. And then depending on how I combo into it, or if I press a button, I could throw you against the wall, and then I could just get Dragon Dash off that, or some shit. That shit was. And then the armor on his heavy was fucking disgusting.
That should be busted.
They should have gave that shit to Broly. I'm still mad about that.
They kind of did because Broly, like, yeah, they like Broly, like that shit definitely has like a lot of armor on the game. I don't play the game no more, so if y'all hearing this shouldn't be like, Palm, let's play fighters. No, let's not play fighters. I'm not playing. I'm done. Like, I had my fun with the game the time that I did play it. I play it here and there, but I'm not Ever since I jumped over a nigga whiffing buttons and that shit auto corrected and then hit me, I was like, nah, normally I should be able to punish. This shit goes against fighting game rules. That's universal. I'm not playing this game. After that, I was just like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, like fighters, I had my fun in it. I forgot my first team was weird. My first team was what was it? It was Piccolo. Oh, it was Piccolo, Hit, and Frieza.
You was
Yeah,
playing Freezer at the time? Yo, you was.
yeah, in the beginning, yeah. I was playing
Oh,
Piccolo, Hit, and Frieza. I don't fuck with Hit no more. That nigga weird. Frieza got some dope shit. Piccolo, like I was stuck with Piccolo from time to time. But yeah, that fighter shit was wild, man. Me and
mhm.
Juice got moments. I remember this nigga snapped me like 3 times. This nigga snapped me like 3 times because he wanted the character. So he snapped me once, didn't get the character he wanted, and he snapped me again.
Damn.
He didn't have to snap me, but I fucked up and he got it twice. I was like, you bitch. I was like, yo, this nigga really. I was like, how you snap both of my characters to get one character in because you wanted to kill him. But my favorite part of it though, when I picked up Zumatsu, niggas was scared. Oh,
Oh my god.
niggas was scared.
Wow.
Niggas was scared because I could move. Niggas was like, oh nah. Niggas was so scared of a Zamatsu, dog. And I was asking Juice, I was like, why nobody play with this character? Because he technical.
Yep.
That's why I was just like, you can literally beat, like, you can't, like, you can do to get his technical shit as far as like getting a whole lot of damage off. It is technical, but if you know how you can beat niggas off movement and mix ups alone because he's so fast. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, niggas are sleeping. This character's OD. Like when Palm in my Zumatsu era was different.
Another one is I wish you would have stopped. I wish you hadn't stopped playing with film. You should do some stuff.
Yeah.
And then I used to mention because the Rock was asking bro. He used to never had no faith though. The Rock was always good. It didn't need them buffs that it finally got. But the Rock was really good.
I ain't gonna lie, Larry, aka Ace, caught the funniest. I'm sorry, he caught the worst of that shit because it was like he tried to do something, and the Rock assist stunned him. He was like, "The fuck, you gonna stop me with a Rock assist?" Like he didn't expect for that shit to work. He didn't expect me to extend off the Rock assist. The only thing that I didn't like with what they did with Krillin is like I just wish they would have just like left his solar flare and that just be his assist and that's it. It's like he does like a move afterwards. I was like, why the fuck did they do that shit? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Krillin got some dope shit. He got some saucy shit, but it's like I just feel like once they did that with his solar flare shit, it just made me not want to play with him. And I know that's being picky, but it's like it fucks shit up for me in a way.
Yeah. The actual flare don't let you do nothing. It's still do attack.
Nah, you can stop it from doing an attack, but it's just like at first it was just solar flare. Imagine just having that as an assist. You know how crazy that would be. Just like you doing some crazy shit, solar flare, they freeze and you keep going. It's like, yo, the fact that he does a move after the solar flare assist is just like this shit is ass. Then it's not, and it knocks down.
So is the solar flare a C assist technically before C assist was a thing?
Yeah, like no, C assist was like no when they
That's
gave
when
him
they changed it.
because he didn't have solar flare as his because they didn't have multiple assists.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So his shit was just a rock. Rock. He just throw a rock, but I just use that to extend. Like and niggas was like, "Yo, what the fuck? You using that? You using a rock to extend a combo?" I'm like, "Yup." You know what I'm saying? I was playing at that time. I was playing with Trunks. Oh, I was playing with Trunks, Cooler. Who was I playing? I was playing with Trunks, Cooler, and Krillin. You know what I'm saying? And they fuck Cooler all the way up.
Yeah, they did.
They fuck Cooler all the way up. So it was just like what? The only character that I started off with that they didn't fuck up was fucking Trunks. And I just stopped playing with him because I didn't want to no more. It was like they fucked everybody up. Every character that I was playing with, they fucked up. They fucked over. Man, fuck Reek.
Yeah.
They fucked up all my characters, but it is what it is. But yeah, that moment, Juice kept catching me with that shit, man. He just kept catching me with that shit, kept catching me with the self-destruction. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah.
Yo, that shit is wild, man. That game was fun sometimes, man. It had its moments. Like,
Yeah.
it had a lot of moments. I think the getting dunked by Android 16 is just wild to me, yo.
I'm
That,
not gonna lie,
like,
that shit is depressing. It's depressing because
That's all I can say. Yeah, that shit is just wild. You know, like,
it's depressing, man. When it's getting done to you, it's depressing. When you see everybody happen to, he's like, dickhead, you getting
yeah,
dunked. But when it's happening to you, it's like I'm watching my life go. I'm like, if he dunked me twice, I'm like, damn. I was like, if he dunked me 2 more times, I'm gonna be dead. I gotta switch a character. And then sometimes when you switch a character out, they could dunk you mid switch. I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, I'm not about to. Yo, I hate when he get into the dunk mode, man. This shit turn into a real dunk contest. I'll be like, come on, man. This nigga going for 10s and 9s. Like, I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that should be funny as shit, yo. Cause it's like, how am I gonna get out of this shit, yo? But my joint when he extend them shits with the rocket punch on, I was like, huh? You could do that? And that shit was like anti-assist. I was like, yeah, this nigga is dunking the fuck out of me, dog. I was like, I get the fuck out of this corner, yo.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. As character like 16 really helped, but not help, but they really boosted my love for like Rebel character. I'm really starting to really like Rebel character.
Oh man,
no, that chaos code shit. No, that shit was a moment too. Yeah. When you put X into the Pataleo.
Pataleo, oh yeah,
that shit.
I was
that
like,
shit was wild, yo. I was like, yo, this shit is wild. And I'm not gonna lie, that was like y'all really created some dope content for my stream that fight. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was wild, man.
No, facts, yo. I was getting caught in that Pataleo shit, yo. That he is one of my favorite and probably one of the best grapplers in any fighting game, yo.
Yeah.
Like Bravo was OD, dog. Like that was Reek Ball too. Reek like playing that nigga. Every grappler, dog.
Every character was some type of meat sausage he loved. Like that. Like that's
oh my god,
that's what it is, man. Like Reek a freak boy. Like who watch who does he main in Soul Calibur? Valdo.
Valdo. That's not his real. That's not his real.
That's his troll character.
Yes.
You gonna call me Mr. Violet himself. Listen, man, that's the only character I play with that's kind of flamboyant. I mean, he chose a side already.
I keep trying to tell y'all haven't played Reek in Soul Calibur. I got the worst end of that shit, bro. This nigga Taki is a bitch. No, I can't.
Oh, you play with Taki? Hey, yeah.
I play with Taki. I ain't good at Soul Calibur.
No,
I like Taki.
This nigga know one frame links. You can't get out of it.
Damn.
This is the worst shit I've ever got hit with on that game, dog. I can't. It's like he was whooping my ass, yo. And Reek, Reek talking shit, so I be thinking like, yeah, nah. That nigga was fucking me up, yo. Like, it was bad, bro. Like, he was getting like 10, I was like 5, bro. Like, he was whooping my ass, yo. Like, I haven't got my ass whooped by Reek in a game like that bad, bro. Like, he was fucking me up. It was bad. Like, it was fucking bad, yo. And I'm just like, yo, I'm telling you, that when them 3D games, man, they grapplers and characters like that, they scare me sometimes. But I feel like once you understand grapplers, it make your gameplay way more OD because you can understand how to get in without doing too much. Yeah. So I feel like it'll definitely help on that aspect of fundamentals because you definitely don't got no fireball, and for certain people you don't got no dashes like air dashes and Potinkman, and then you gotta figure out your spacing and grabbing people. So I feel like understanding the grappler definitely could help in some sense in certain shit.
That's why I started playing with That's why I started playing with Alex in Street Fighter 4. I mean, that's Street Fighter 4 and Third Strike because I wanted to get better at certain aspects of the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's a grappler, but he's more of a hybrid since he has other shit to get in. I don't want to play. I like watching people play with Hugo, but I don't want to play with Hugo though because it is a challenge. I maybe got to start doing it. But that shit, watching people do shit like, because I used to think watching grapplers was boring.
Yeah.
I don't anymore. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the shit people do with Hugo and Third Strike is wild. I hate Zangief in Street Fighter 2. And ST, I hate
Nigga, I was about to say, nigga, I had fear. I had fear.
I was cooking the shit out of me, yo. And ST, yo. I was like, damn. And then I don't know what it is. Like DPing in that game just does not work. Bro, it don't work. I'm like, yo, I tried the DP. Like he told me, like, he was like, once you start DPing more consistently, then cool, you going like it's gonna be harder for me to get in. I was like, I understand that, but I'm practicing. And then the worst shit is when I go to 30th edition, I was playing ST. I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, why DP is not coming out? I was like, is it me or is it the game? I was like, hold on. I started scratching my head. I go play Third Strike. I DP all the time in a row. It worked. Go to ST. It don't work. I'm like, it's the game. It is the game. It's the game. I have to DP perfectly in that game. There's no, you fuck up the input, we're gonna give it to you. Like, no, you gotta DP perfectly, or this fireball gonna come out. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
No, real shit. That's like KOF is like that. So I hate that shit.
Yeah,
like perfectly, man. That shit is. Yo, grab range is ridiculous. Like, I'm like, damn, man. Like, ST is probably the hardest fighting game I ever had to learn in my life.
I feel you.
Like, that shit is the hardest fighting game I had to learn in my life. I'm still learning too because I'm going to compete in it. Yeah. And I enjoy it because it's like, it's just getting through that shit, man. Like that, now this nigga want to play ST. Like ST is the hardest fighting game I ever like that, and maybe Guilty Gear Accent Core because there's so much shit in the game. It's just so much options, and it's so much shit that I still have to learn within that game. That game is definitely difficult too, but I love Guilty Gear Accent Core. That shit is fire.
All right, so I got a question. So what is the most fear? What character from fighting games that y'all fear? Like y'all go like it don't even matter if it's a person. It could be a computer on any difficulty. It's like fucking this fucking character.
I got one for you. Fucking Akuma. I had to deal with that shit since I was a kid, bro. Fucking Akuma on anything. It doesn't matter, dog. Like, Akuma was one of them characters that I could not beat as a kid. Like, he was OD as fuck on everything. And then Zangief is scary, but I feel like it's only an ST though. But Akuma, bro, for me, was like an epitome of I had to really understand the game because people can get away with a lot of shit with this character. And like it forces you to understand how to play a fucking game, and without you really realizing it, because just like you have to deal with so much shit that he has to do, and it's like everything can connect this shit, bro. Like it can connect everything. This nigga is the only character in Street Fighter that can connect a Tatsu into a heavy DP, and it combos and it connects. Yeah, and he can shoot air fireballs, and he can demon flip, and then fucking DP, and he has a raging demon, and he has an overhead that can connect into this. Like he has so much shit that just connects, and it's like don't nobody else can do this shit. Like, like, bro, like, and it's like he the only fucking character that can do this. Like Ken got his little shit, he can connect little bullshit, and it's just like I get it, but every fucking move he has can connect to it in some sense, in some fucking way. No one else in this game could do this except for this one fucking character. And it's like, yo, yeah, he has less life, but it's just like, fuck, bro, he's still a fucking issue to deal with. And it's like, you give him EXs and shit. It's just like, bro, like, you give him more shit. Like, it's just like, yo, like, Street Fighter 4 and Akuma was an epitome of bullshit for me for a while. Like, I had to fight him so many times in that fucking game. Him and any type of dumb grappler that wasn't Zangief. Because after a while, Zangief, I could stop. At first, I couldn't. But after a while, I could stop Zangief on 4. But like, fucking anybody like Hugo or niggas is like half the screen and they got reaches and shit and they grapplers, it's just like, I gotta really play in a super defensive way without fucking up. So it made me like really realize like the spacing and footsies and shit with them. So it's like you have to slow the game down against them, and it's just like I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, I can say with me, it's like 3 characters. It's
Facts.
Dawson. I hate playing against anybody that use that nigga because I feel like I can't move. Like I feel like I really can't move. I'm just like, I fucking hate that. And I did get, and even in Marvel 2, I got cooked by Dawson in Marvel 2.
Yeah.
Like he has an instant over. That's why people say he's like a secret character that's OD. Like them limbs keep me away. Like it's annoying. I know how to deal with it because like I could DP the limbs, but that shit is ass. Niggas those like niggas. And then what pisses me off is that I know everybody does the same shit. They'll throw the yoga fire out and then they'll throw the limbs out. And I'm like, y'all just gonna keep doing this stupid shit. And then I get hit with it and I'm trying to get close. And then they teleport. I'm like, why does he have a teleport and ST? Like, why does he have a teleport? That's just stupid. I'm like, yo, and then he has like a dive kick that's hard to DP. Like you could do it, but you gotta have the reaction for it. I'm just like, I hate dealing with people that play with that character. But as far as like the CPU wise, a character that I hate, Mark of the Wolves, that fucking dumbass Naruto dumbass character, that dumbass ninja kid. I fucking hate that nigga, dog.
Because he's fucking hard as shit.
He hard as shit, and then you got these dumbass mix-ups that come from the air, and you have to guess. The nigga disappears, come from the air, and you gotta guess how he's gonna hit you.
He don't got traditional combos. He not like a.
It's not about having traditional combos. When he come from the air, that's a 50-50.
You know what that sounds like? The nigga y'all like to play with on Guilty Gear, the Trolley. The nigga with the door.
Yeah, that nigga stupid. I know that nigga stupid though. I know that nigga stupid. I'm not gonna defend. Like I know when the character's stupid. Like that character. Who's a ninja? You making
it stupid?
That shit ass. Listen. That nigga is that shit is annoying. That shit is. I'm glad he wasn't in KOF 15.
I really want both back, but
they might bring them both back.
That shit is annoying, man. That shit is annoying. And who else was annoying? I'm trying to think. I had a third. Oh, T-Hawk in Street Fighter 4.
What?
I couldn't do shit against T. I still can't. I struggle against that character all the time.
T-Hawk?
Yes, I struggle.
I feel like you would have had more problem in ST than 4.
Nah,
I'm be honest with
people don't like. This is the thing. I don't run into people that play with T-Hawk and ST at all. Like I haven't ran into nobody. Yeah,
really?
I haven't ran into anybody that played with him. But in Street Fighter 4, I always have problems with him. Street Fighter, unless I'm playing with Ken, I feel like Ken has the advantage because he has the toe.
You just gotta punish the dive. Like if you dive in that shit, you gotta punish.
Niggas that die purposely just to catch you with a command grab. That shit is stupid. Like that shit is annoying. I don't know how to deal with a T-Hawk. I don't like.
Oh man,
that shit is annoying. Like so, it's just like those 3 characters is characters that I hate. I was gonna say Guile, but
yeah,
I like because Guile,
but Somebody help me get good over
Garland,
that.
the Garland ST is stupid because Garland ST, that nigga will go. This nigga would literally walk forward and then
Throw a sonic boom.
yeah, throw a sonic boom, or he'll walk and he'll literally walk into a flash kick. Like I'm like,
Yo, that
it's
shit
stupid.
pisses me off. How
That
the
shit
fuck
is
do you
stupid.
do that? How the fuck do you walk into a flash kick? Like, what type of dumbass shit is that?
Yeah, like it's a bunch of different characters, man. Like in Guilty Gear, I hate Cliff. That nigga's stupid. How the fuck you got a fucking weapon that's the half of the fucking screen? That's dumb. What other character in other fighting games I hate? Oh, but I like playing with this character, but I hate what people do with this Clark. Stupid. Cause Clark, it's like you can jump, right? And hit the nigga with something. That shit, like his grab just takes that whole move and be like, that move didn't just hit me.
Yeah, you cancel too, bro. You gotta
That's
understand, Clark don't got sauce like that, bro. So a lot of
No,
his
he
shit,
does have sauce. People just don't use it. That's the issue. I don't do when I play with Clark and KOF 15. I don't do that dumb shit.
That's just because it's KOF 15.
Yeah,
I play the older one.
Like, yeah,
no,
I would
bro,
never.
in the older ones, he don't really got sauce like that. Like that's his bread and butter type shit. Like,
that shit is dumb, man.
He a grapple character.
Nah, but that grapple.
He more traditional though. Like he more traditional in the teams of how he play.
That shit dumb.
Kind of shit. Because he got links and shit. I ain't gonna lie, he is the best. In 15, that's the best version of fucking Clark. Because what they did, and I'm happy that they finally did this, is they gave all his command grabs. They all have an option to end into the elbow for the most part, which I feel like is smart as shit. Instead of only letting it be certain shit.
Oh God.
But my biggest fear, whether it's a person or not, is fucking Vega. I hate fighting it like it, dog. Because I feel like it's DP or die. Unless he decides to poke you to death with a dumbass claw. Like, this shit is annoying.
The gate.
Like, I feel like it's nothing. I feel like it's wild because except for Street Fighter 5, I guess, like, he's good in every single fucking game, and he has so much of a good reach in every single game. You know how much Capcom versus SNK 2 tournaments I watch and niggas pick this nigga just to poke you all day? It'd be the boring shit. It'd be the boringest shit ever. I'm just gonna poke. Claw, slide, claw. I'm like, come on, yo.
Jump in the air.
Hold on.
I'm in for a grapple command grab.
So is it because y'all feel like he has a lot of mobility? Is that why y'all have?
No,
like,
I just don't like
I feel like you
I don't like the way he looks.
I feel like if you fight a good Vega, there's nothing you can do. Like if you got a good anti-air, then you can kind of deal with it because if you don't, because like he can go for the command grab and shit, and then this is like so. But I just feel like you can't do nothing against him. Like you gotta just punish him. And then, but it's like he can get to do anything he wants when you fight him and shit.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just a hater. I just don't like Vega. I don't like the way how he look. His mask stink. I don't like nothing about him. I don't like that nigga, dog. I hate Vega, bro.
I hate when niggas be taking the claw and the mask off. Like put that shit back on. Cause when I start fucking you up, you gonna put that shit on anyway. Fucking playing with me.
I fucking hate. I just don't like Vega. Like it's nothing to get. I just don't like that nigga, dog. I just hate him. I hate the way he looks. I hate the way that he plays. I like the way he plays Street Fighter 5. I just don't like him. That's why, like all the time, a lot of the views that you got from that Vega video, I watched it because I don't like that nigga. Fuck Vega. You play Street Fighter 4 and you fucking beat that nigga. Yeah, I watched that shit a couple times. Fuck Vega. I watch that shit knowing the end result all the time. You gonna lose, bitch. Fuck Vega.
You know what's crazy? He sent me a message right after that.
The fuck did he say?
He was mad because I blocked the joint that he did.
Oh shit.
He got pissed because he fucked up and he got pissed at me because I blocked it. I was like, what? Like, you fucked up. It's not my fault.
Yeah. That's like I fucking hate. Like I just hate Vega, man. I just hate that nigga, man.
I understand though.
He got sauce in Street Fighter 5 though. I give you that. In Street Fighter 5, he got some sauce. He got some dope shit. I could play with him in that game. And every other game, no, he just. And the one chick that he want, he can't get. So how about that?
You know, I hate her. That's the crazy part. I can't stand Chun-Li. Chun-Li, she gets on my nerves. Like, she gets on my nerves, bro. Like, listen,
my gosh.
listen, she got the best pokes in every fucking game.
You can't have a problem with Thunder Thighs, man.
I can.
It's the
Because
Thunder Thighs.
nah, bro. They compensating for something like in this OD. Like they giving her all the crazy shit, and it'd be unnecessary to me. Like her poke shouldn't be going that fucking far where it don't even matter where I'm at. I'm getting hit by this shit. She has like an answer for everything that you cannot stop. Like you can stop it, but it's just like it's OD to a certain degree. Like people probably be like, yo, Chun-Li easy shit to deal with. Have you ever dealt with a Chun-Li that just zone the fuck out of you? But has good footsies and good pokes and can do combos into shit on every Street Fighter, especially 2, especially 4, especially 5, Third Strike. Like, and it's just like, bro, like that shit is OD, dog. Like it's mad annoying to deal with. Like,
and Third Strike, you have to play her game. It's like,
yeah, like
it's annoying because it's just like, I'm like, man, I gotta play her game. I can't be aggressive. I gotta be careful. That shit is. It's a lot. Like I only like really playing with her in versus games. That's it. So it's just like I like playing with her and like because I feel like I could play with her any way that I want to. I mean in Street Fighter 5 I can too. I don't like playing with her in any game but the versus games. You know what I'm saying?
But it makes sense for her to be like that though in versus games to me. Cause it's like it's all right, cool. But like that shit is just like it's OD, bro. Like I think with that game, with Street Fighter is her and Akuma. That's the two people I hate fighting the most. Is those two.
Yeah.
The Akuma thing is just from years of getting fucked up by Akuma. That's just personal. I don't really care. That's what it really is. That bullshit. And then Chun-Li is just she got too much good pokes and she be doing some extra shit. And it's just like she kind of remind me of like how y'all feel about Vega. That's how I feel about her. She can jump off the wall. She can do fucking stomps. Like, and it's like, yo, like you got all this shit and this kick shit, and I gotta worry about grab. Like, I'm like, she got everything. I'm like, yo,
technically, she a perfect character. If you will be,
that's what I'm saying. And it's like, yo,
honest,
like,
she is a perfect character. Like damn.
It's like you can't really do shit. And if she sets you up right, she could counter poke right into a super, into an ultra or whatever. And it's just like, bro, like all of it's gonna connect. And then when she do after that, she can jump and hit you right afterwards. Bat, bat. It's like, bro, you could still do shit at your ultra. Like, I can't. The fuck, yo.
It's wild because the only game that she suck in is Marvel 2.
Yeah.
That's it. Every game she's really good. in every game she's really good. So it's just like that's the only game that she sucks in.
Facts. And that shit is OD. And I'm like, yo, I think with Guilty Gear is what's his name? Kai. Fucking Kai gets on my nerves to a certain degree because I used to play him. That's the only reason why. But beyond that, Kai, because he a person that can stun block you with frame traps.
Yeah.
And there'd be some OD ass frame traps. And I like it though. I like it, but I just hate fighting against him, like computer wise more. Because it's like the computer do some wild shit with him. And it's like it go back and forth, yo.
Yeah, the computer gave me a mix up. I'm like, you could do that. Like, I went in training mode to go try that shit. I was like, wait, hold on, you could do that,
bro? Like that shit. He definitely was one of them characters that it gets on my nerves over the time. Same thing with BlazBlue. It's Jin. He was because of two that everybody played with him.
Both of these niggas. He gave me both of like y'all hearing
it. Listen, I gave these characters because they easy to play with.
He gave me both of these niggas.
Both of these characters.
I'm like,
I played with both of them.
Yeah.
Tawakaka, yeah, she get on my nerves too. That's because you play with her though, because you did that dumb shit. But I understand because I was playing with Terry, so it makes sense. I'm not mad at that one. But it's because when I was online in the second BlazBlue, everybody picked him because he was meta and he was easy to play with. That's the only reason why I don't like Jin. And then when I picked him and I found out what you had to do with him and I did that shit back to him, I was just like, yeah, I'm never gonna play this game online again. That's literally how that went. Because it's like when I break down that character, what he could do, he was like Chun-Li, literally. He had ice moves that'll freeze you. He's Sub-Zero. and if you mashed his B button, he could just swing his sword nonstop. You couldn't do nothing about it. And if it would counter into it, it'd hit you. You try to jump over it, you get hit. It was like he had an answer for everything. Plus, he freezing you. Then he had the ice card that was a mover to go halfway across the screen into whatever he wanted. I'm just like, yeah, bro, no, fuck this character. And everybody played him. Now it's like, so we just want to keep playing with a character that's just easy shit. You try to jump, he had a fast crouching heavy joint that was just OD and it went across in front of him like an arc. I was just like, yo, I couldn't. Until I played with him. It's like finding out when I played with Storm for the first time how easy she was. I was just like, and she a top tier character. He was a top tier character. That's easy shit to play with. I was like, yo, this is wild. The shit is OD. And he definitely got on my nerves. Bro, listen, Jin was annoying. Blaze Blue was annoying, dog. Trying to tell you. It's really fucking annoying.
Speaking of Blaze Blue, another character that I'm afraid to fight when I fight him is that green nigga Sasunuo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's another character I just feel like he hits you once and that's it.
Do whatever. Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, he is. POD. All he is Terumi and Hakumen together. They just OD as fuck.
I don't think I got a character in that game. I guess because I didn't play the game enough that I really extremely hate. So in that game, I don't have a character that I extremely hate in that game.
Tager.
I haven't fought somebody that played with Tager, but that's probably Reek character, so I'm not gonna like the character automatically because he's attached to it.
I gotta get back to him.
Bro, he can't say shit. He played with Tager. He played with a character that can suck you in from any part of the screen into a grapple. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Yo. I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh yeah, this is a character that I hate. I completely hate. I hate Urien in Third Strike.
Oh my god,
bro, that nigga, dog. It's a combination between him and Yun playing other people because I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
it's like nonstop. Like, you know how you talk about a game being 50-50s?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are 50-50s all the time.
Damn.
Like, they're nothing but 50-50s. When you play against people, like, it's wild because now we're in the stage of Third Strike on Fight K where I don't even run into Yun no more. I guess niggas is just tired of playing with him because they know what he does. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with Urien, it's the mirrors. Is he gonna hit you low or is he gonna hit you with an overhead? Damn, you guessed wrong. Now you gotta eat this whole combo, and then it's building meter. Now you got a whole another mix up that's coming up for some other mirrors that's about to come out, and now you gotta guess. So it's like you gotta really fuck him up. Don't give him no type of room at all. You gotta kill that man. You can't let him gain meter, none of that shit. And it's the same thing with Yun. When Yun activate, you better pray to God you got the best defense in the world. Dog. That shit is stupid. Oh my gosh, activate. Once he activate, it's over. Once Yun activate, it is over. You have to have the best. I even watched Aries not an interview. He watched somebody play this shit, and he was playing with Dudley. This is how I knew Dudley's backdash was godlike. And this is in Japan.
Damn.
Soon as Yun activated, he backed all the way the fuck up. It was like the backdash was super crazy. He backed all the way up. He was like, watch this. He was like, damn, he turned full bitch. As soon as he activated, I was like, because what are you gonna do? You have to run. You have to run and block now. Because that once he activate that grenades and shit, and then he hits you with any overhead or nothing to open you up, it's Juggle City. Now everybody screaming, hey, watching your body of your character being juggled the entire fucking time.
Hey, it's like KO. Yeah, you might as well chalk it.
Yeah, so it's just like, and I know I gotta deal with it, but it's like that's like the worst type of shit ever. It's just like certain characters to me in that game have some wild shit, but those two characters is OD. What was the other character? Oh, Testament and Accent Core OD. And what's that other character that's a boss character that don't got no air dashes in that game?
Justice.
Oh, Justice. You're not gonna be able to play. Like once they are on the other side of the screen, you have to wait now.
Missiles, missile beams, and full screen.
That shit is playing. You have to do all of this shit to try to get close. And once you let them get the screen, you might as well just time gonna run out now. time gonna run out. It ain't shit you could do, but just hope to God that they fuck up on each missile and you get through that shit. But once you get through that shit, you better keep them in the corner and they don't get out at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That zone is different. That's Justin character. That should be his character. It's funny though, hearing Justin talk all of this shit about grapplers and that nigga playing with Patikman.
He played lame, but he played with Patikman because people forced him to. That's what made it hilarious. They told him to play with a grappler, and he really did that shit. That shit is hilarious to me.
Yeah. So I think it's just in those games, I think that's everything. I can't think of another fighting game now that like a certain character that I hate.
I hate fucking Rugal. No matter what form it is, that nigga's fucking retarded. This nigga was fucking destroying me in that Neo Geo game. Like, it didn't make no sense. The shit he was doing. Well, first of all, I know that game had sauce like that. Like, nigga, you can do some crazy shit in that game. But that nigga Rugal was fucking. Oh my god, yo. And that boss character from Last Blade 2.
Yeah.
Yo. That nigga is OD, bro.
No, man, yo, like I had to learn. I really learned how to play the game by the time I was done beating the nigga. I know how to do the UTT of my character and all that stupid shit. I got that. That shit's mad. That shit is mad. That character.
Nah, facts.
Oh yeah, and Kude, whatever the nigga name is from fucking Chaos School.
The boy at the end.
Yeah.
The boss boy.
Yeah.
He is annoying. He is annoying.
Yeah, that nigga's annoying. That nigga got too much shit. That nigga is annoying.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the robot is worse than him though, on a low. Because the robot chick, she got a lot of shit. Like
somebody chick that got missiles coming out of her. Yeah. I was trying to learn some crazy shit with her, but it's this kind of difficult to do because I gotta start putting out content more for the game just to help the game. Just to help the game within itself, because I think the game is dope, and then other people, I'm not gonna lie, other people get inspired by me, like putting up a video, and they come up with even crazier shit. So I feel like I have an obligation to do that. But I feel, even though they say like there's no pressure, I still feel pressure of just trying to come up with like the dopest shit ever in the game, or trying to come up with some dope shit in the game that'll make people want to play it or come up with their own dope shit in the game. Because I'm not gonna lie, because dude told me that he started playing the game again once he seen me do shit with the other character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, not him. It was the character that I main, the boy. Yeah, once he seen me do shit with him, he was like, "Yo," like he said that's what made him like jump back into the game. So it was just like, and then when I did this shit with Bravo, he was like, "Yo, you got to keep putting content out because you're the reason why I jumped back into the game." So it's like I feel the pressure of like, damn, I gotta come up with some dope shit maybe like every week in this game. And the pressure is dope, but I don't like it at the same time because I feel like I gotta kind of carry the game a little bit.
I feel you, but I wouldn't think of it that way. I just have fun with it. Honestly.
Yeah.
Just gotta do what you can and support it in your own way.
Try.
You can do it when you love it and you can do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just wild. Like we went from talking about moments to characters that we hate. I feel like I kind of started it with that Vegas shit because I really do hate that nigga. I'm sorry.
I hate it too.
Like, listen, Baraka.
Like,
Baraka.
Have you ever played MK2? Yeah, try to jump. Yeah. You fought that nigga on MK11?
I'm trying to think of Mortal Kombat. Who do I hate the most?
Exactly.
Who do I hate the most in the whole MK franchise?
Sub-Zero, you can say it.
No.
Go ahead.
It's not Sub-Zero. And I was thinking that, but it's not Sub-Zero. It's a
Or
combination of two characters, and it's from the new games. Cause I don't. It's like
is it the Sand Boy?
no. I hate Ermac. I fucking hate Ermac. I
Makes
fucking
sense.
hate. I hate that character, and I hate what's the nigga with the guns, the shotguns, the guns. I hate that nigga too.
Oh, the shotgun. Oh,
Aaron Black. I hate
Aaron
that.
Black.
Yeah, I hate both of them characters. I really hate. But besides those characters, I'm talking about a classic character that I hate. Reptile.
That makes sense though. You're turning invisible.
Yeah, I fucking hate Reptile is the most trolling ass character, yo. Like the nigga, like niggas would turn invisible and fuck you up. And it's like damn, it's amazing. Like it's amazing to watch, but when it gets done to you, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do I even know where this nigga is at? And then I feel like I'm trying to throw like fireballs or something to try to figure out like where like try to engage in it, but then I end up fucking up even more. But yeah, Reptile is a character that I hate. Reptile, yeah. I don't. Sub-Zero don't bother me. Like Sub-Zero do bother me because of the whole spray on the floor, and then you end up like sliding back shit. That shit's stupid.
Sub-Zero don't
But
bother me, but it was. I feel like that was one of the most ironic moments of my entire life. It's like you teach somebody something, and then it's like you watch it flourish, but it's like, oh my god, look at that. That's how I felt.
I'm not going.
Yo, hang on,
like maybe
you was killing us with Sub-Zero.
you talking about Master?
Yeah,
Master, that was his game, dog. He
That was
was
his game. I give him that.
real.
Nice.
Cause I told her, I'm like, yo, switch the sub, like, man, cause I'm feeling stupid before I take nerfed him and shit. Like, yo, just switch the Sub-Zero. Like, you gotta really try some shit now, bitch. I was talking about him, talking about that shit. They really switched with it. Damn, like, you really do some shit. And he played different for me. I like that, like, it was like, style. That shit was
That's the one game I hate Scorpion on.
No,
I hate that nigga on there, bro. He is trash on that game. Even before they nerfed him, I ain't think he even had it nerfed. I thought he was trash the entire time I played with him.
I think just the way they did shit with him, they made him kind of ass.
No, it's like it's cool. I ended up playing with Noob again. That's how I ended up playing with him.
Noob got sauce. Noob got a lot of sauce, but
he trash too. Like
Noob got it's wild. Noob got sauce. Kung Lao got a lot of sauce, but that nigga was garbage when the game first came out. It's like he had all of this sauce and he was garbage. I'm like, damn.
No, facts, man.
But I think MK is probably. I mean, I know that I say that Street Fighter 2 spells cheap, but maybe MK2,
MK and Street Fighter.
Yeah, like cheap, like that, like those games is cheap. Like you talk, like cheap. It's funny though, because X say this shit all the time. He's like what? Like we get mad at MK11 for being cheap, but like MK has always been cheap.
I was like, think about it. If Sub-Zero can hide behind his shit and throw his shit now, you would hate it. All that shit that he can do now with his ice, and back then we didn't think of it being cheap. We just played it and had fun. But the shit that he can do now with him hiding behind his ice, he can throw it now. You could jump into you, turn frozen. He can slide, hit you with the joint, EX's ice ball. There's a lot of shit that lead into that, and he can make his shit safe and lead into the ice with it and still push you out of his range and put you right back into it. Bro, it's cheap. It's cheap.
So it's just like
it's cheap, dog. No, it is.
But it's like we love all of these games regardless of how cheap it is or how much. Like we talk about all of these characters that we hate, but not ever once we say, "Oh, we want these characters nerfed," or none of that shit.
Nope.
We just accept the game for what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is in the game, we accept it for what it is. I ain't gonna lie. Every time somebody sit next to me and they pick Vega, I'm just gonna have to destroy you. You're just gonna have to die. Juice, I know you love Cliff, but every time you pick him, I'm gonna destroy him. I'm gonna try to destroy him. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
This nigga
I
spin
don't
on.
I don't got nothing against nobody. The characters. I gotta try to destroy X fucking soul because
Yes.
his soul is just too OD. I gotta try to kill him.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't I don't want nobody to get nerfed. You know what I'm saying? I love the game as is. It is what it is.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, facts, man. Like, give me all the broken books. Like you know what I'm saying, when niggas pick boss characters, I enjoy the challenge. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
over break it all.
Yeah,
So-
like
Yakuza to the Bisons. You know what I'm saying? To the character that's technically a boss character in this version of the game. And when they bust it, bring it.
No, facts. All right, so let me ask y'all this quick question. It's 3D Fighter, two games. It's DOA and Virtual Fighter. Do you guys have any characters you do not like on there, or characters that you feel are dope, but they don't flourish the way they should?
Okay.
all right, so I don't think I really got a leg in the race when it comes on to Virtual Fighter because I just started playing it.
Mm.
So I don't know which character. I haven't played against every character or play with enough characters to know which character is really dope or not. With DOA, I'm trying to think a character that I feel like is cheap or a character I feel like that doesn't get the respect they deserve. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
A character that I feel like don't get the respect that they deserve, but is dope is Zack. I think Zack is dope as shit, but he don't get no type of respect. I barely see people playing with Zack at all at tournaments. So I'm like, is he ass or is he not? I feel like Zack is really dope. A character that I feel like is secretly dope.
Mm-hmm.
What is it's a grapple character. I think he's a grapple character, but he's like in the military. Like
Is
he's like
it
a
Base Man or the other one?
base man. Yeah, I think he's dope.
Bayman, my fault. Said Base Man. Bayman.
Yeah, I think he's dope.
Yeah,
I think he's really dope, but I feel like he's kind of slept on though. I think he's a slept on dope ass character. Yeah, he's a slept on dope character to me. A character that I hate dealing with in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this chick too. I love this character. Like I hate dealing with. I love this character, but Ayane. I hate dealing with her, yo. Chick with the purple hair. I hate dealing with her, but I like playing with her, but I hate dealing with her.
Did you mean Kazumi, nigga? Because you don't play with
the chick with the purple hair. The chick with the purple hair. Ain't that Ayane?
I play with?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's Ayane.
Yeah, that's Ayane. Yeah, the purple hair.
Bruh. She's OD.
Yeah, she's dope, but I hate dealing with her shit more than anybody else.
Really?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Even
I'm
worse
like,
than fucking what's the nigga dad? Tina dad? I can't think of the name right now.
Bass.
Huh? Not Bass. The other that's not the other boy. The wrestler boy.
That is Tina
Bass.
That's Bass. Oh yeah. Worse than him.
I don't like Bass is cool.
Worse than Bayman.
Yeah, I don't like dealing with. I don't like.
Or Christy or Helena.
Nah, I'm cool. Like I like all them characters. Like I like all them characters. I like where her. To me, it's like a lot of like high, mid, low mix ups. So it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So and then
she's like Yoshimitsu, but more controlled.
Yeah. So it's a lot to deal with. But that's legacy characters. The character that I ultimately really hate is the chick that X play with. That bitch. Fuck that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. She predictable. But no, he's about the chick with the kicks that's a DLC character that I don't really play. And she DLC. I forgot her name. It's like not Nagintu. It's like she might be on 6, but I don't think she is. She on 5. No, not Nagintu. No, whatever that thing called. It's I forgot what her name is. She got like this armor, like some samurai armor on, and she do kicks, and she got like the weird haircut, like it's like a short bob or whatever.
Yeah.
And she do like all these kicks. I can't remember her name. She do like fire kicks though. No, I don't. Hold on, because I don't remember her name.
It start with an N, don't it?
It might. Let me see. DOA 5.
It's either K or N. I don't like that chick. She gets on my nerves.
Do she got glasses? I don't think she do. Fuck is her name? DLC character. Natora.
Yeah,
Natora Lee. That's what her name is. Yeah. She
I
got
don't-
like she OD. She do kicks. That's what's her name? Jan Lee. I know.
Did
No.
I play? Did I ever play? Nah, I never. We never played DOA. It was the time we were supposed to play. We were supposed to play DOA, but your dumbass treated me like a kid. Sat me down. It was like, here, play this. That's when I played. That what's it called game? The Fist of the North Star game.
Yeah.
He was like, here, like he literally sat me down like I was a kid. Like I'm a grown ass man. Rick, like he's like, here, play this, have fun. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, all right. Then I started having fun and it was different. I was like, oh damn, like this game is OD. This game fun as shit.
No, facts.
But for me, I think
I'm sorry when you said for me, you typed in the chat. For me, it was Tuesday.
fuck Alpha.
Oh man.
Yo,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Alpha.
Yeah, DOA 4. Fuck that character.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I hated
that character.
Yeah,
Fuck
I hated it.
that character. Fuck Alpha and DOA 4. I think the character that I feel like don't get enough shine is Tome. I feel like the Tome is not like just a character. I feel like she's really dope and they don't use her for story.
I feel you. I like
Ain't
her
that the
too.
character that Rick played with?
No, he played with Tina. I play with Hitomi. That's the
I play
chick
with
that's
Tome too.
karate
That's one of my
chick.
mains. That's one of my mains.
Yeah.
That's the one game I play with everybody on.
I
No,
like
facts,
Christy.
yeah.
I like Christy a lot. Christy is one of
That's
my
one of my
main.
mains too.
Yeah, Christy is pretty dope. Who else is pretty dope? Like I said, I feel like Zach is fucking fire. Even though
that's my guy too.
yeah, I like
My
Zach.
favorite chick, Momoji. My what the fuck you say her name?
Whatever the fuck. I know what you mean.
Mamaji, whatever her name. She from fucking Ninja Gaiden. I can't remember how to say her name.
And I'm not gonna lie. Who else did I like? What was one of the virtual fighter characters that they had? Oh, Pi and DOA 5 was dope as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like how she felt in the game. She was dope. The way how they incorporated Sarah and Jack in the game was fire. It's just like they fit perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
man, Pi is one of my favorite characters. So is what's the nigga name?
Akira?
Yeah, Akira. And Brad Wong, the nigga Brad.
yeah, Brad is dope.
I was against him at first because I was like, man, this nigga fucking kickboxer. But then I was like, you know what? Nah, he actually doing stuff. I fuck with that nigga. I learned to put. I gotta learn to carry next. So I gotta master that first. Oh yeah, fuck. What's the Fisher nigga? Fuck that nigga, dog. Fuck him. That nigga OD.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh yeah, and another character I thought on good shine was my nigga. I said Brad. That's not his name. His last name was Brad Bird or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what his name is. It's a virtual fighter, right?
Yeah, but shout out to my nigga Brad Warren too, because that's another nigga I feel like teaching me be away.
Yeah.
That boy, yo, he OD as fuck, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. He had the best like fight scene with his son, I think, or whatever dude was in DOA 5. That shit was OD. That scene was fire. If y'all want to go check that out, check that out. They literally was fighting over the last piece of dumpling. That shit was fire. That shit was dope. That was some movie type of shit. That shit was dope.
Oh yeah, one more than two. G Kondo. I think I'm saying his name. G Kondo is the best Bruce Lee character in the fighting game.
On what game?
Period. I'm pretty much saying his name wrong, but the nigga from DOA.
Jan Lee.
Yeah, I
What's
said
his
Jan
name?
Lee?
though. I thought his name
Yeah.
was some shit like that.
No.
Jim Lee is he the best one? Yeah, he might
He
be.
the best
Yeah,
Bruce
He
Lee
is.
character
He the
you
best
fight.
Bruce Lee character.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was the first character I played. Well, that he would be technically a nigga character because niggas love Bruce Lee. But yeah, he was the first character that I did pick up in the game. But then, like, once I started veering off, I started playing with a bunch of different characters. Ryu Hayabusa is fucking ridiculous in the
Oh,
game.
that's number one right there. You know what I'm saying? He the reason I started playing. He the reason why I started playing that shit. I was like, yeah, this shit, I get my hands on this.
Yeah.
Like what?
So,
Yeah.
yes.
It's
So
all about that.
yeah, so
God.
he's definitely dope. And then the other one, what is his name?
Hayate, that's my favorite one.
Oh yeah,
People
Hayate,
sleep
I
on
fuck
him.
with Hayate
He
too.
I
Yeah,
feel like
People
he's
sleep on him, yo.
yeah, I feel like he's
People sleep on
secretly
him.
dope. I just feel like I just don't know what to do with him. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love that boy though. That's the
Yeah.
first ball pick. Not
Yeah.
in Hayate. We don't call him that. That's when he got brainwashed. We'll
Oh
talk
yeah.
about that. Hayate.
Yeah, but I think both games is really fire. I gotta play more. I have to play more Virtual Fighter because I played it for a good. I played it at the wrong time when I was working at FedEx, so it was hard for me to even play the game as much as I wanted to because I was tired of shit. But I gotta download it again and really learn how to play the game and really learn the game a lot. But it's just like when you play multiple fighting games, man, and you're trying to gain like a grasp on being equally good on all of them, it becomes difficult. But I feel like I'm finding that balance. Yeah, so
I feel you on that, 'cause I had stopped. I had to put the game down because of other stuff I was playing at the time. So I
Yeah.
couldn't do what I wanted to do. I wanted to get there with Carrie first, but he felt so much harder. I felt like I didn't want more time with him, so I was like, Brad, a little more easy grass and go to him first, but
yeah, but yeah, like I think with those games, I feel like with DOA, that's the character that like Ayana is the character that annoyed me the most. Yeah, she might be predictable, but I don't know what it is. It's just annoying to me to deal with. I feel like what's the name? I feel like Bayman is probably the most slept on character, but really dope in the game.
Yeah.
And Zach to me is a slept on character because I feel like he's only slept on because niggas just don't respect him at all. And how he's portrayed. It's like playing with Dan in Street Fighter. That's how niggas treat Zach. But I mean, he is the joke.
he's an unofficial joke character.
Yeah.
It's like he's a joke character, but he's the comic relief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. You can blame not the Dodge, but the volleyball games for that, honestly.
Yeah.
You see, he rich though.
He is rich.
I mean, in DOA 3, they showed that he hit the fucking jackpot. Like that nigga was playing the game. Like, man, DOA 3 is so fire, man. From the cutscenes, the gameplay, the stages, everything about DOA 3 is fire.
Oh, facts. That fucking boss at the end of that game is annoying though.
Yeah.
That
Ain't
camera.
that Ayane Pop?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he in the game forever now. Just fucking point. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it. He annoying to fight. No, it's like it's some crazy ass name. Like it's the fuck is it? Let me see. It's Rido. Yeah. No facts. I think with Virtual Fighter, I can't really get a character yet that I can get off the top of my head. If I look at a character, I can tell you who. But it's it's gonna be somebody stupid. But I gotta remember who it is first. With DOA, I think the most slept on character to me, other than Zach, is Hayate. So I can give you that one. That's literally it for me with him. And the person I hate fighting the most on DOA, holy shit, is not Bass, because Bass is weird. It's either between I want to say Kokoro or Rig, believe it or not. Because the way that Rig can switch his stances mid hit, and he could slow it down and he can go back up. Like it's weird. I know he's a how wrong character, but he got some weird OD shit that like if somebody that really know how to play with him, they can
I,
keep you on some real stun shit.
I
You know what I
seen
mean?
him in tournament DOA 6. That nigga got sauce.
That's what I'm saying.
That nigga got sauce, man.
I'm like, fuck, man. Like, and he's one of them characters, and I do agree with the alpha thing because she do that spin shit, dog. That shit is OD. I feel like those are the two that really gave me a problem on DOA. With Virtual Fighter, the character that really got on my nerves on there was fucking she got this John where she got a counter as a stance, John. And I can't. What is her name? Oh, I'm about to tell you what her name is. Because I kept running into it. And I kept forgetting that she has it. And she kind of like a Kara, not a Kara. She kind of like Jin cousin and shit. Her name Io is like I or whatever. She got like these weird joints where she can execute fucking guard cancels, but they can grab you and flip you and shit. And she can do them shit. Yeah. And she could do this OD shit. Yeah. Ioi or whatever the fuck her name is. Literally. Like she is a character that you probably never even played or like seen, like, but she's on here, bro. And she has these genres where she has like these counters where you press all the buttons, like how Jen Cousin is. I can't think of Oscar. When she do the little shit, she literally has one of those. But she can do it from any and everything. It counters everything, and it leads into a combo for her. And she's literally like one of them characters where she's a defensive counter character. So with her, she's annoying to fight because she can poke through your shit, and she can make you bait you into doing shit because she can cancel it into it. It's mad annoying. And I fought somebody that was really good with her, and I was like, yo, this shit is OD. Like, it was points where I was stopping her, but it didn't matter. Like, she was still fucking me up. And I'm just like, yo, I'm like, this fucking character can just counter everything. Like, with that one grab into whatever, she could just cancel it, do this, into it, and if you press something, you fucked. Like, it's literally just like Oscar, dog. I feel like a person that slept on this game is is the monk ball for real. And for Virtual Fighter because I like the way he plays. No, yeah, I would think so, but no, I haven't seen too many people play with him. Like I've seen everyone stick with like Wolf and Pie and all that, and fucking Lion or Leon, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't stand him. Either the praying mantis bull. Everybody even play with him. And like the old head, the Lao Bull. Like that's the most I've seen, plus the ninja, and that's literally it. And Vanessa because she was broken. But like, I ain't see too many people playing with those characters. When I ran into them, they would play them. I ran to a good Go player, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're there, but it's just like I don't see too many people playing with them. They just play all the broken characters that they know they can just do shit with. Yeah. You know what I mean? You probably run into Sarah more than anything because everybody love her. So it's just like
yeah, it's like with me, like I picked Sarah because she was in DOA 5, so I was like, I'm about to just try her out. But
yeah,
like I'm not gonna lie, the last time I played the game, I did pick Brad.
yeah.
I was fucking with Brad. I like what Brad got. I just gotta figure out which characters for me and just stick with the game long enough to learn it. Because I like the game a lot. I just feel me personally, I feel stiff because I don't really know the game like that to how it's supposed to operate. So I gotta play it. I gotta play it more often.
Yeah, OT. They got restands. I read that problem restands and OTGs because of function. But each character has moves where the move literally picks you up and puts you in front of them, but like in a fallen state. So
Yeah, it's like a it's a bound. It's like a Tekken bound from like Tag 2 and Tekken 6. So it's like that. But I don't know moves that could do that shit. I see people do it, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, so it's just like watching tournaments of it to me is definitely amazing. It made me want to play it. I was like, yo, I gotta play this game.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta play the game and really learn it.
Yeah.
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 I think that's pretty much it for the characters for me for Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So anybody else got any moments? Because I know we went from moments to talk about characters. Do anybody else got any set moments, or that's it? That's it.
Mm, I think I do have. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I got. Man.
What's up?
It's kind of like it was like it was just funny because it was like when we was playing when we was playing we was at round one. We was playing SNK vs. No, we was playing SNK vs. Capcom 1. So
Yeah.
like you didn't know that you was playing me. I think
Yeah.
I was playing with what was I playing? Blanca, Kill, and Ryu or something like that. It was
Yeah.
something like that. Blanca Kill or something like that. He was like,
Yeah.
I even listening to you. I was like, damn. For real, like, I don't know. It was weird because it's like,
Cause like I was playing the game and I was just like, damn, this person really knows how to play. Like I gotta be on my shit. I didn't know who I was playing. I was like, all right, this person know what to do. They start rolling into certain shit. I was like, I'm gonna roll back. Like fuck you. Like I didn't know who it was. So I was like, damn. But it was a dope moment because it was really neck and neck. And I was like, oh, I was playing you. I didn't even know. You knew you was playing me the entire time.
yeah, I did.
I did not know I was playing you, yo. I just thought it was a random. I'm like, damn, this person really knows how to play. I was like, I gotta be on my shit.
I thought you knew with me.
No,
No.
I was like, yo, I gotta be on my shit. I did not know. Then you get up and he was like, yo, man, I was like, what? That was you? That just surprised the shit out of me. I was like, oh, I ain't know.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like Capcom versus SNK. The first one is actually really dope. You know what I'm saying? The stage
Oh my
transition.
god,
like
yo, listen. They got that's one more thing. Yes, that's listen. They had some of the best stages in the fighting. And the intro.
yeah.
Them stages special. Both of them
Right.
games, they both got some special. Like them stages, top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Yeah, I think both games is really got like I do feel like gameplay wise, Capcom versus SNK 2 definitely stepped up a wild notch, but Capcom versus SNK, the first one is still a good game. I still like that game a lot. I like both games a lot. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. You was right. All wrong. The game was not
I was trying to tell you, man, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought the same thing too until I actually really played it at round one. I'm like, yo, this game is not trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This game is not trash at all. Like I can see the growth on what Capcom versus SNK 2 had, but I still feel like the game is fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hella fun to me.
So can you say that the first one has a better presentation, but 2 is better gameplay?
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel. That's exactly what I feel. Presentation wise, like just the stage transitions like that, because it doesn't even have you just this is the stage and this is what it is. It's like some of the spots have like stage transitions, like they have like the car on the highway, then it crashes, and then it goes right
Yeah.
to the stage. Like shit like that is fire. Like shit like that I really like. And even having like you see some of the shadows in the background, like it's like the stages to me is better.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, stages to me is better. The presentation, as far as like you seeing like TV screens and shit like that, to me is fucking dope. Like I think presentation wise, that shit is just way better presentation wise. But Capcom versus SNK 2 is better gameplay wise.
Sure. No, facts.
Yeah.
You know, I also have 2 other moments. It was when we was all at round 1 and we played Rival Schools. The day we was all jumping on and off the cabinet.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was OD. Like that was the one game everybody was just having fun on, yo. Like every battle was neck and neck. Like it was just OD as fuck, yo. And everybody had fun, which is crazy. That was that one game in this fucking Rival Schools, yo.
Yeah.
Like that shit was fucking fun as shit. And I believe the other one for me was when we did the Mortal Kombat tower.
Oh yeah, yo.
Yeah, that
Bro.
was.
That was definitely a movement.
I'm so mad. It's wild because it's
Bro.
like
Yeah,
if we could have streamed it, that shit was godlike, bro. Like that shit was like, yo, it was like the first time we tried it, we just didn't.
Yo.
We just didn't get through it. The ex called me like, yo, we gonna do this shit tonight. And then we all did it. I was like, yo, don't have me lead. Like, don't have me lead or don't let me end it. Like, I'm cool with being the nigga in the middle. Or like I was cool with that. So so we all knew exactly our strong points, and then we got that shit at the end. That shit was fire. The online towers was the best shit to have in the off. Anything that's offline, that shit is the best thing to have as far as content. So if you want your game to grow, if developers listening, you want your fighting games to grow, incorporate shit like that. Yeah. That's one thing I could say that MK11 did that was dope, is that online tower shit is fire. And that's a way to, I'm not gonna lie, that's a way to get both casuals and people that been playing the game for a long period of time to play with each other to help each other get better. And it's a good way to actually learn how to execute combos also.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So shit like that to me is dope. Like that shit was amazing.
Cause Scorpion was fucking us up, yo. Like he was fucking us up bad. And it got to a point where we was like, we would get to this one section where I think the fire garden would start going on fire, and we just couldn't do shit at that point. It was just like we was getting smacked. It's either the combos or that flame tornado shit was gonna kill us. It was just like, yo, man, that was like the greatest night, yo. Cause we was fighting a nigga for like hours, yo, just trying to beat that boy, man. Fuck, yo.
All right, and shout out to fuck that. But that is a perfect example of like content that you could put in a fighting game that's not necessarily geared towards some type of competitive thing that a casual person could probably like get into or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like real shit.
Yeah, but it's like, man. But I could say aside from fighting games, I could say like a dope ass moment to me was when I was playing with X and I think it was Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And we was all playing together. It was me, him, and Troy. We was playing together, right? I was behind X, running behind him, right?
Yeah.
X is shooting everybody. I see him, but he's shooting. I see him to these niggas, and he's shooting. I'm like, damn. I was like, yo, this shit is wild. Cause I didn't see footage of it, but I think that was like the one time where it was like, and I had played with X and other shooters before, but that was the first time where I was really behind him, seeing it right there. You know what I'm saying? Because normally, like, I go my own route, he go his own route, and then it'll just pop up on the screen of him taking people out. But just to be there to see it, I'm like, wow, this shit is godlike. I'm like, damn, this nigga running around with this shit. And it's like, I feel like aesthetic wise, you running around with a hoodie. I was like, this nigga is himself. like it was just dope to see that. I was like, yo, that shit was fire, man. That shit was fire. And I can say like another moment for me was World War II. Seeing the damage that me and Juice did was ridiculous because it was like the first game that we had. I'm just playing. We both at the top, right? Juice do some godlike shit, and he ended up getting like the MVP of that game. And the very next game, I got it. It was like we was running shit. That shit was godlike. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That shit was dope, man. Those like aside from fighting games is dope moments. But I can say every time we go to a tournament, when we're all together, it's dope moments. I don't think it was one time that we went to a tournament where it wasn't fun.
Facts.
So it was just like it's always fun. It's always a great time. It's always some funny, goofy shit that always happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope, man.
There's too many crazy moments, man.
Yeah.
Time outside playing games, we got lost playing fucking River City Underground.
Oh my god, dog! Yo, we was running around on like that game for like 4 or 5 hours trying to figure out what the fuck we had to do and where the hell we had to go, and still don't know what the fuck we got to do.
That shit was
Oh yeah,
wild.
I got killed by the windmill. That shit was crazy.
That shit was. We were just running around like, and then now knowing that we just had to follow the dude the entire
Oh no,
time.
no, no! I fucked everything up. I started fighting them.
Yeah, and it's not even that, because we got shit that popped up before that never popped up, and then I think when we press start, they tell us what we're supposed to do, and we just didn't know which one we were supposed to be doing. The whole time we were just lost. We probably still lost because we got further than what we got past, because we got past all that shit before. It's just that we got further in, and then we just didn't know where to go no more. Like it was just like, what the fuck? Like yeah, we just going through it. Like
that was the worst experience.
Yeah, because I just felt like we was in a constant loop of not knowing shit. It's just like, is the
Facts.
It
game
was
over?
like playing that other game we played. Remember the Stay Cool Kobayashi? You know, it was like playing
Yo.
that jump. I don't play that anymore. I just feel like I'm just playing the play. They know the story.
Facts.
Wait, what game is that?
That's the one with the spaceship joint.
Yeah, with the
It's like
red
aliens
jacket.
and shit, the red jacket joint.
We just keep running in a circle, remember?
He streamed it one time, and it was on a Switch, and we were just in there watching him play it. And it had the spaceship. It was like aliens shooting at like the end of the bridge, and half of the bridge was out. He had to use the spaceship to fly across the bridge and shit. I know this sounds crazy how I'm explaining it, but this is happening in the game. Like, and he had to fight all this crazy shit. It's one of the River City boys, but it's like the opposite gang. You playing with like the other team, like the other school people.
Yeah,
Like it's OD. That game is fucking wild.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The one game that I was disappointed in because I felt like it'd have been a dope beat 'em up if it was just not one stage. What game was it? It was
The Streets of Kamurocho. Thought that.
Was it that? No, it was the it was the beat 'em. It was like a random beat 'em up game they just did just cause like I forgot what's the name of it. What's the name of the series?
Yakuza?
Yeah, they had like
the Streets of Kamurocho.
Yeah. I was mad as shit because it was actually really fun. And I'm like, damn, that's the end of it. I'm like, that's
idea.
They should have went through it because I'd have been playing it all the fucking time.
Yo, I just thought of what if that was supposed to have been like an arcade game or some shit, or like a stage of the game? I don't know. It was.
That'd have been dope.
You know, Yakuza games is wacky like that. I still ain't played fucking Yakuza Stuck in Wacky yet, bro. I gotta start that game.
You gotta play that shit, bro.
The
battle bums, hungry.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god. That game is fun, dog.
Yeah, tonight I'm not streaming. Like tonight is my break. And it's wild because when I stream just once a day, I feel like that's not enough. I feel like I haven't streamed. So it's just like I got so accustomed to streaming 3 times a day. When I stream once, it doesn't feel like I'm streaming at all.
Sure.
So it's just like this day is probably the only day, but I'm gonna be editing a video, just a highlight video, different shit that I do. That way I can start promoting like myself in the stream and everybody else more.
Sure. I see.
Yeah, but it's man.
Oh man. That fucking game.
I can't believe we got lost in that game. We really got lost, and we was really running around the whole fucking map trying to figure out where to go.
Facts.
We end up going in the arcade, fighting the nerds.
Yo, they even drawing now with them Jones. The frozen ones is worse.
Yeah.
Like them shits, man. Yo, that's a hell of a game too, yo. Like it's just they throw everything at you, and you just gotta deal with that shit, yo. Like
yeah. I like how they have 2 different franchises that they working on as far as River Cities. They got the River City Girl shit, and then they got the River City Ransom. Well, this joint gonna be stationed out like in old school Japan that they got now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that. Did they come on it?
I don't know.
Well, the retro one did on the Switch apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
word? Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
So River City Girls 2 is looking like way more OD
Oh, no,
than
no,
the
no, no, not the restaurant. I'm talking about the
River
Fever
City Girls.
Japan joint.
Oh, I I don't know if it's out yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because
just
I
saw
know
the drawing. That's why.
they got two new joints. They got River City Girls 2 coming out, and then they got the other one that's in Japan, but it's new, but it's like it's wild because it's like the background looks like dope as shit, but the characters are still pixelated.
River City Girl Zero. You talking that one?
No. It's like it's River City. It might be River City Ransom. I mean, not Ransom. It might be that.
I think
Hold
it's
on.
like a remake of the Zero.
Yeah. So River City Girl Zero. You talking that one? It's like retro looking.
Yeah. Hold
Yeah,
on. Let me
I
see.
think that's the one I was talking about. That's in the Switch. It's out already. It came
Yeah,
out like
I gotta get that one. Also, waiting for the Fever Japan. Remember that one? It was like it's pretty much from the city we're in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking
yeah,
about. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh
yeah,
no, I didn't see River City Girls Zero. This shit look OD.
yeah. That one is out on the Switch.
Yeah, I gotta get that
Nah,
one.
nah, that's not the one. River City. Let me see. I gotta see which game it is.
River City Ransom.
It's not Ransom. It's a game. It's supposed to come out. It didn't come out yet though.
Mm,
I think they play RCS in 2 weeks now.
really?
Yeah, because when I played it for like days at a time, every day.
Mm.
But now I gotta get back into it. When I beat it, it's gonna get to the post game. There's a lot to do in the post game. And then I'm not even like the post game, the whole story and everything. Because I'm just
Here.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Is it called River City Saga: The Three Kingdoms? You taught that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called River City Saga: Three Kingdoms. That's the name of it.
Yeah. This is it. This shit is coming out, and River City Girls is coming out around the same time. River City Girls too. This game might still be out. This game might be out.
Mm.
It might be out.
They got a 4-player co-op mode.
This is the background look like all 3D and shit, that they pixelated. It just looks weird. Like
2.5D.
Yeah.
I gotta get rid of
but yeah, I need that, and I definitely need that, and I need River City Girls too, because River City Girls 2 is looking OD.
No, fact. I get that.
And hopefully they give us online multiplayer.
Heard.
Yeah. I beat the game twice. Well, yeah, I beat the game. Well, no, I beat it once with X, and I beat it twice on stream.
Heard. Yeah.
I'm thinking about beating Sunset Overdrive on stream again too, but I don't know if I want to do that shit again.
Heard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I say you should go for it when you feel like it, because I know that game is like OD sometimes. So
yeah,
I understand.
Yeah. So I think that pretty much wraps up the episode. If you already know the name is Palm 215, aka Mr. We Here. Get the water.
It's your boy Red X2213, straight from the 215. You know we stay live here, and
it's a little juice. Oh yeah, it's Juice Shoes first.
Don't forget about juice baggies, man. Cash app that man.
With the house.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Okay.
Without further ado, until next time.
All right.
Peace.